Okay. How many of you guys want to meet me at the fucking ice cream truck? Oh, you guys are so gullible. I love you. Some of you guys just know my videos like, I expect to see dicks on this link, but a lot of you guys, I think I sold that pretty well. That fucking ice cream truck song, that was classy. I went over there, and just the comments alone on my video alone, and I went over there, and there were like pages of comments like Pwn just trolled me. So it was like priceless to see the actual the aftermath of that video. So I thought that was pretty entertaining. But anyways, before I'm not gonna link you to anything. You're safe right now. I don't want to scar you anymore. But for right now, I'm gonna talk to you guys about something that a subscriber asked from me. It's not something I typically would talk about, not something that probably Amanda would like to hear, but in the same sense that I'm not afraid to talk about anything. And some of my subs were like, "Hey, Pone, we talk about love, we talk about dating history, we talk about your penis," and I talk about my penis enough, guys. So what we're gonna get in here, and that's one thing I gotta tell you guys. I joke around a lot and I always act like this, like I'm smooth, and I didn't do much dating growing up. I really didn't, and a lot of that had to do with the reason being that fuck, there's fake plants right there. I'm sorry, I'm back. Basically, a lot of it had to do with the fact that I was grounded all the time. My mom was really dating this bad, fucked up, war veteran guy, and he had 3 kids of his own with this woman in Germany. She got off tour before he did. By the time he came back home, she went lesbian, took her daughters, all 3 of his kids, to a different state, and married some other woman. So in a sense, he fucking hated anyone's kids because he couldn't have his own. So he treated me like shit. So like I was grounded all the time. If I opened the refrigerator without grabbing something out of it, it was a month of grounding. If I turned the light on, I left the light on after leaving the room, I was grounded for a month. So I was literally banned from friends, girls, everything, man. I was afraid to beat off, man. This motherfucker was like Hitler. I couldn't do anything, and I was really, really held back. And that's something that really influenced my youth. And that's where I got into video gaming. That's where I had all that excess time to actually hone my skills, get to play a lot, and it wasn't necessarily online gaming. That was back when I was PC gaming, when I was playing Unreal Tournament and America's Army and stuff. So that was before I had a console and did anything, and things got really rough. And then I moved into high school, and shit, that guy moved on. He ended up killing himself. High five, I know, right? And he was a really bad guy. I don't like when people actually get to the point where they're suicide or they're scarred like that. It's a really sad thing to see. But anyways, look at that dog get that ass. Go get it, boy. Get it. Get that ass. But anyways, so yeah, then I went ahead and I got into high school, and my first couple girlfriends were black. Nothing wrong with it. That's all there was. It was a solid black school. I was like one of 4 white kids, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it at all. If anything, I was more comfortable around that. And I had a lot of fun in high school. I was just not really a ladies' man. I know you guys like, Pone, you're always joking about dumb shit. You're married now. What do you mean, you smooth trick daddy motherfucker? I really wasn't. I really was not a ladies' man. I wasn't a nerd. I was like that one dude that everybody liked to chill with. I was cool with everybody, but I wasn't smooth with the ladies. And I think it had to do with the fact that I was kind of limited with exposure and dealing with women. I didn't really date. The first couple times I ever kissed a girl, it wasn't me, man. They came onto me like fucking stealth tiger, bro. So I wasn't ready for it. Like the one girl, just randomly pulled it out of nowhere in the middle of the auditorium, and you heard everybody, "Oh boy, look at white boy getting himself," and it was different. So I wasn't really comfortable, and I don't know if that's what it was. Part of the shyness and everything involved in me, maybe it was a challenge to some of these girls, and it was different, and it started to pull me out of my shell. And then things moved on, and then I met after I got out of that school, I ended up meeting this one girl. The one that was responsible for the red eye incident. I met her, and she went to the school that Amanda currently went to, or did go to at the same time. I think they were a year apart. And the same thing happened. I was hanging out with one of my buddies over there. He was talking to her friend, and I was just hanging out one day, and she just came on to me. And I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't, I didn't know anything about girls. I really never had an actual girlfriend until then. All the other ones lasted like a week or so. It just didn't work out. I don't know if I was just like a bitch or what it was. It didn't work out. So this one I tried to make work out. And she basically used me the first 2 months of the summer. She went back to school, went back to her ex, and just dumped me. And that's how thing is. You think it's a great relationship, That's what I see all these kids, these teenagers nowadays. Like, I'm in love. I'm 15 years old. He'll buy me a ring when he can afford it. And it's just like I see all these guys, especially the girls, that are so gullible and so into it, and they're so hopeful in love. And you always think you're in love. You're always thinking you're gonna have great things, and this is the one. But you never know, and it's always like replaceable. Like the next person you date and you think that person you're in love, and you think the one beforehand was just petty shit, and you keep moving on, and you find more and more what you want and who you craft yourself in to be, until you actually know. And that's what I found with Amanda. Me and Amanda, we matched up on a different level, and I gotta tell you, I didn't treat her right when we first started off. I still flirted with the other girls. I didn't know what to do, guys, and it wasn't consciously. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know how to do anything. So even though I might seem to goof off a lot and act like I know what I'm doing and stuff, I was very, very inexperienced growing up. I was definitely a late bloomer when it came to the girls, and that was something you guys may or may not know about me. But in turn, it turned out I was always loyal. I would never do it. I was saving myself, not necessarily for marriage, but I was not gonna have sex with any girl. I might do other things, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't gonna do anything. I wasn't actually going to sleep with a girl unless I felt like she was a one that I could marry. So I saved myself for Amanda, 18, 19 years old or so, and then I don't know. I just didn't have it in me, a poner boner. I just had to do what was right, and I encourage you guys to goof off and have all your fun you want, but you got to do what's right. There's nothing wrong with messing around, having some fun in your teenage years, and half of these adults that are like, "Oh, Pwn, don't encourage them to go out there and sex." I'm not saying do dumb shit and everything like that, but there's nothing wrong with getting experience, having fun, but there's nothing wrong with waiting either, guys. So I wanted to put that out there real quick. That I wanted my subscriber. There was one subscriber that asked me that hey, Pwn, how was your dating history? And there really isn't much there, guys. I dated a couple girls for about a week, and that was about it. There was one girl that lasted 2 months. She used me, kicked my ass out, fucking just got rid of me. And that's what happens, and that was a rough thing. And shortly thereafter, it was me and Amanda. We had a couple bumps at the start, but I'm glad to say she's the one, and I love her more than anything in the world. And I hope and encourage you guys to find that too. No matter what happens, do not let that special significant someone go. It's more important than anything in the world. I'd give up gaming, YouTube as a whole if she wanted me to, if it was in our best interest. And, I just want to let you guys know that. You guys got to do what you think is right. Don't let other people judge you. If you think fucking around and having sex with 19 people a week is what you want to do, then fucking do it, guys. Don't let anybody judge you or tell you otherwise. So I hope you enjoyed the commentary, guys. Get back to me, and I'll meet you at the ice cream truck.